So I watched the trailer for GTA 6. 100 million views or more, probably by now. And at the same rough period of time recently, there's been a popular influencer having a popular influencer breakdown, public debacle. And all this is just making me think about narcissism and making me think about like a deeper life, a bigger life. Because whether it's GTA 6 getting 100 million views or influencer drama, people getting drawn into the narcissistic lives and programs of other people, it's all just a big cope. It's all just a big vortex of shit. Because, yeah, like we're going to die soon. And it could be any day, you know. At my men's group, I was reflecting on how pretty soon here it's going to be the 13th anniversary for me of having a big seizure. I almost died 13 years ago. I mean, that's kind of debatable. Did I almost die? But I was taken to the hospital in an ambulance and I didn't wake up for a while. And thankfully, I haven't had any other seizures, but that experience was very illuminating and very just stark, so stark around how one moment, you know, you think you're good, everything's good, it's cool. There's some problems. Yeah, like there's things that I'd like to change and like working on for the long term. Maybe this is you, right? I'm on a trajectory. Things are changing. But you know, I'm not quite there yet. Or maybe you don't have that at all. Maybe you're just playing GTA 6. Or maybe you're completely wrapped up in dramas of other people. It doesn't matter. We're all gonna be dead soon. I've said this already. I'm gonna keep saying it because to me it's like the most just enlivening fact. It's so enlivening. It's so just like, wow, oh yeah, okay. What really matters? What really matters? And what is my life about? What is my life about? What is my life in service to? Is my life actually in service to bullshit? It's easy to fall into that. I mean, I think most things these days, at least publicly, are corrupt. And like it's easy for corruption to seep into all of us in all kinds of ways. Recently I was talking with some guys about integrity. How easy it is to fall out of integrity. And it's just the time that we're in. But all of it makes me think about what is it that I am serving? What is it that I am serving? What is my life in service to? I sometimes talk about the 1,000 year plan. Have a 1,000 year plan for your life. Imagine what will last 1,000 years. Really nothing. Hardly anything. But 1,000 years ago, people, some, were thinking about that. And they built things like cathedrals. I went to the Orkney Islands a long time ago. And there's this amazing cathedral there. There's cathedrals many places in Europe. But this place really spoke to me because they had dedications or engravings on the wall or things on the wall basically commemorating, I think, the year that it was constructed. I can't remember the exact year, but it was like 1,000 years ago. And these things You know, that people used to build these temples of God, these places. Some of them were built to last 1,000 years. And when I think about who I respect, even though I don't know the names of the men who created this cathedral, I respect that. I respect that. I respect that as a life that was lived. Because otherwise, what are we living for? Just ephemeral, just the next. It was amazing. The GTA 6 trailer comments. I think it comes out in a year or something. Oh my God, I hope I make it another year so that I can be here for this. It's like, wow. Wow, man. Wow. Wow. That's what you're living for. You're living for that. You stated it. Now, I really don't mind a little video gaming, a little playing, I used to play a lot of video games it was more like computer games when I was a kid. Right? Because this is the thing, when you are a kid, you are not thinking about, hey, there's a deer out my window. You're not thinking about my 1,000-year plan. You're thinking about, how can I play another game? How can I play another game? How can I get another hit? How can I get some sugar? How can I get what I want? Right? You're not thinking about the 1,000-year plan. So it is indicative of the state of maturity that what is popular is not the concept of a 1,000-year plan for your life. That's not popular. Nobody gives a fuck about that. What's popular is GTA 6, 100 million views. Oh my God, I can't wait for it to come out in a year. I'm going to wait on the edge of my chair, hoping I don't die. It's just pathetic, actually, because soon we'll be dead. Soon there won't be any time left to play GTA 6. You know, and to extend it into just this moment in time in culture, it's like, these deer are distracting me. It's a hazard of living where I live. This moment in time in culture where it's just, have you noticed, like, everyone's just talking? Here I am. We're just, it in one sense is good because we are coming together. We are sharing perspectives and contexts. We are learning from each other. I have learned so much from other people bravely showing up and sharing their experience. But at the same time, what are we building? What are we building? Like, what great thing are we building? I think there's going to come a point soon where people are going to get really kind of done. I think it's already happening. Done with the hot takes. Done with the vlogs and the vulnerability. Done with all of it. Seeking something actually really tangible to sink your whole life into. There's no cause. There's no like real beauty cause, right? Because God's dead. Back then, sinking your entire life into a project, potentially, that you would not see the end of, but that you were fairly guaranteed would last a friggin' long time, like 1,000 years, that was seen as something good to do. And your life was not as long as it is now, right? But that was seen as something worthy. There was a structure. The religions had provided this structure of meaning in which you were contained, that you could have meaning given to you and you could dedicate yourself to. Now, I'm not saying that was the perfect model. It has flaws. But there was a structure, a scaffolding around life that provided meaning. And now that that has fallen away, we have no structure. We have no common goal. something sacred, something bigger than us, something beautiful. Have you been in one of those cathedrals? They're just insanely beautiful. They're amazing, right? And that is supposed to be the reflection of the beauty of God, or the love and divinity of God, or of life, right? Maybe you don't have these experiences in cathedrals. Whatever. I do. The point is this. We need a 1,000-year plan. We need that. And it doesn't need to be as tangible as a cathedral. In fact, in this age that we're in now, it probably won't be. It will probably be instead a feeling or an idea. And I don't mean an emotion when I say a feeling. I mean a fucking feeling. I mean a thing that lights you up, but takes you over, that illuminates you. I mean an idea with a capital I. Like beauty. Like meaning. Like love. Like unity. These are all words for God, but God's out of fashion now, right? God is not cool. So we have to come up with or create a new myth. And this is what Jung was talking about. He was like, okay, God's dead. Yeah, actually that's a huge problem, because now there's just this void. There's just this void where all manner of chaos and shit can rush in, which is what we're seeing now. And he was like, if we just let that happen, we're all fucked. Which has almost happened a few times and is almost happening now, right? Never know when something potentially world-ending could occur, right? And he's saying that these manifestations, that's what they are. They're manifestations of the lack of center. There is no center anymore for us to hold to. So, for those of us who are here or called to this, it is incumbent upon us to create our own myth, to create our own center. And that is the path of individuation. That's the path. You have to find your own 1,000-year plan. You have to find your own cathedral. You have to find your own myth. And it's not going to be, that's the irony, it's not going to be for you. It's not going to be about you. I mean, in one way, that's kind of a relief that it's not about you. Like, oh my God, thank God. Thank God I don't need to figure anything else out about myself. Jamie Wheel, one of my favorite people, talks about just get good enough. Just get good enough because we need you. He was specifically talking about healing and personal growth and stuff like that. Just get good enough because we need you back in the ring. We need you back at the job site of the cathedral. We need, oh, you are broken. Okay, get good enough, right? You know how athletes, they don't really heal during the playoffs or whatever. They get good enough because we need you. It's like that. We're in the playoffs now, right? We are definitely in the playoffs now. So just think about what is your life about? This is what I try to think about every day. It's a way of orienting back to integrity, because integrity is, am I in the right with a capital R? Am I in the right? Am I in the right with my soul, with my myth? Am I in the right with my values? Am I in the right? Or have I strayed off the path? It's okay. We stray off the path. It's pretty easy to stray off the path these days. But just over and over again. What am I serving? What is my cathedral? What is in 1,000 years, my life will have contributed to? It doesn't mean that anyone will remember my name. That's really not important. But it could be as simple as I had these children and I raised them in the best possible way I could. And that's not even simple. That's pretty freaking good, right? But it can be that straightforward. It doesn't need to be some high and lofty thing necessarily. In fact, the more straightforward it is, the better, probably, because then you don't get in the way of it. But what is your life serving? What will your life stand for? What is the meaning that you have, right? People always talk about purpose. Your purpose is easy. Your purpose is just find something worth throwing your entire life into and that makes you feel alive doing it. Said another way, your purpose is your being. Your full beingness is the purpose. It doesn't matter the form, because you already are your purpose. You already are here. You already have talents, gifts, skills, abilities, an essential beingness. And the vehicles that you put yourself in, aka the forms, those are not your purpose. Those are just ways to express your purpose. Your purpose is you. Your purpose is to understand who this is, bring that through in service of the 1,000-year plan, the cathedral building project, right? Anyways, hopefully, hope is not a good strategy, but hopefully, eventually, by sheer force of necessity, we will arrive more collectively at this kind of really religious, transcendental view of what life is about. In the meantime, we'll be playing GTA.